Hey guys, William here. I enjoy making these videos about the cargo container industry. I think I should have done these videos a long time ago. And they are very helpful if you're looking for a cargo container and you want to watch my videos. It's going to expose what everybody is doing to you guys in this industry. It's very, very few of us that actually care about our customers. And there's like 90% of companies that just, they don't care about you and they want to screw you over to make a sale or a commission. But the title of this video is going to be false warranties. So going back a long time ago when I first started my business, there was always bad companies and there was good companies. But the lies that companies are telling you guys now are they sound so amazing, but if you read into these companies, you're going to read that these companies are horrible. And I wish more people would, instead of looking at the positive, but look into the negative, because those negative reviews are actual customers that have put their trust in these companies and listened to every lie that they said, and the company did nothing that they were told or sold, or it's just, I'm not amazed anymore with what you guys are being sold, but I'm exposing them now. Should have been doing this 5 years ago. But anyways, really quick, I want you guys to know I've been selling containers for 12 years. I've owned my own business for 10 years. In those 10 years, I don't have a single complaint from a customer that actually bought a container from me. I have 3 complaints from 3 people that did not buy a container from me. I don't have warranties. I don't have restocking fees. I don't have cancellation fees. And the only person that can get screwed over if I sell something incorrectly is me. I always put my customers first. Some of these companies that I'm exposing, they don't, they put them first and you last. And that's why they have so many complaints. They have so many complaints because they oversell everything. They sell with lies. And then you've just been duped with the product that they have purchased for you, which is lower class junk. And then when you want their warranty, it's just bullshit. I mean, you guys got to read the complaints on these these companies of the bullshit that they're telling you. So fake warranties or false warranties, whatever I said earlier, I'll check it out, and that's what the title of this video will be. Let me explain what these warranties really are. We're up to 25-year and lifetime warranties now on what they say is leak proof warranties. So if you've expected a container that is supposed to look nice because it was sold to you that way, and it was supposed to not have holes, and then they show up with a cheap, rusty eyesore that actually has holes upon delivery, the driver that does not work for that company is instructed that he must drop that container off. And these companies are going to tell you everything you need to hear to sign the waiver that accepts your container as is, and then call the warranty department later. It's very wrong to do this. It's just bad. So let me explain what these warranties are. So you get a container, whether it looks good or it looks horrible, but if it has a hole, it's not even wind and watertight, which means they've sold you a container that's even worse than wind and watertight. There's good containers that don't look bad and they don't have holes. Most of these companies are not delivering them to you. That's why they're cheaper. So you get a container with holes. You're instructed to call their warranty department. And they send you a tube of JB Weld in the mail. That's their warranty. It doesn't change your product. Your product is still crappy. And so if you have major rust that's deep into the metal, and you get I don't even know what this is because I would never send this to my customer. But I read all the complaints on these companies, and JB Weld, you got to mix it yourself and go apply it on your container. It's not going to last forever. But I guess their warranty is they'll just send you that shit for the rest of your life. But it doesn't change the fact that they actually delivered you a bad product, okay? So you got companies that send JB Weld, and then you got companies that send what's called a patch kit. So these companies, and I've read their complaints, I've read how the companies respond, and then they sell you a bad product, and then they send you a patch kit, okay? And then they tell you in their responses to their complaints that it's industry standards. There is no standards or regulations in this industry. There needs to be, but there's not. The fact is they sold you a horrible product with lies and overselling, and they promised all this false crap that they don't stand behind because they make you sign a cancellation fee and a restocking fee. They have to protect themselves from themselves. So back to this stupid patch kit that they send you. It's not industry standards, and it's not going to work for it. A good container shouldn't leak, and it shouldn't look rusty and old and retired, okay? I've sold good containers, new and used, to my customers for the last 10 years with no warranties, with no cancellation fees, and no restocking fees. You would think if I sold crappy containers that these customers would call me back 10 years, 9 years, 8 years later, 5 years. They don't. I sell good products to my customers that don't need any of that sales pitch to go along with it. And so yeah, these patch kits are not industry standards. The industry standard is if a container comes off the ship and it needs to go to, like, let's just say Houston, Texas, it's going to be delivered, and every container, new and used, has to go through an inspection process at that depot. And in that process, it's going to be labeled damaged, as is, wind and watertight, cargo worthy, and then IICL. I have videos that explain all this, and then they have new one-trippers, okay? Now, if the container is in really nice condition and it has a hole in it or a section that needs to be repaired, industry standard is they need to cut out that section and then take another piece that matches the contour of the container and weld it in correctly. I've seen some of these complaints on these containers where they I don't know how to say it because I was so amazed by seeing this, is you have a container that has a hole and it looks like, I don't know what this was because I've never seen it before, but I've seen it maybe 2 or 3 times in these complaints. It looks like somebody took a roll of packing tape and did it over the hole. And it's like, I just don't know. So, what else? Yeah, and then sometimes if there's a hole, they'll put gum in it, or they'll put silicone really quick to make sure that there's no holes. They might even go, and this I don't know for a fact, but they might even go as far as telling their drivers that, hey, we'll send you caulking or tape or whatever. If there's a hole, just do it really quick before you get to the customer's location. I don't know that for a fact, but I know when these are industry standards, should not be that way. The shipping lines, they must fix that container correctly so the container is up to standard code. So yeah, it's these patch kits and JB Weld, it's their sneaky way of saying they have a warranty, but they still sold you a bad product. That part is wrong. That's the part where, I've talked to so many customers on the phone about these companies, and I was like, look, if I delivered you a rusty old crappy container with holes in it, would you be happy? 90% of the people say yes, I would be furious. I go, okay, well, What would happen if I delivered that to you and I sent you JB Weld or a patch kit? And I say, would you be happy? And they go, no, I would be furious. So imagine being a customer that was misled by a salesperson that doesn't only cares about their commission and sales, why they put a mark on a board and they're trying to be the best salesperson of the month between all these scummy people that are literally lying to you guys. So this video is about false warranties, and their loophole of a warranty is to sell you a bad product and then send you some type of repair kit to it. Well, why'd you sell a bad product in the first place? Why didn't you sell it correctly and actually sell a good product to your customers? So yeah, part of their sales pitch is we have a warranty, and then we go back, and there's so much other stuff that I can get into, but I want to keep this about false warranties in the container industry. My number one thing, because I've done so much research on these companies, when you have a company that says we have a warranty, I guarantee you, if you actually Google them, Google BBB and Yelp them, read their bad reviews, you're going to read, they don't honor their warranties, they don't honor their warranties, they don't honor their warranties. And so it's almost like, hey, we're so-and-so container company, we have a warranty. Right there, might want to hang up the phone. I'm serious. Like they're probably one of the worst companies to ever buy from, and that's just a small portion of what they do bad. There's other things that they do bad as well. 1 to 3 months for delivery. There's all kinds of stuff that they do wrong. It's because they don't believe in their system. It's 95% of sales and actually only 5% of doing the right thing for their customers. That's what these businesses do. That's why I'm exposing them with these videos. I don't think I could say their name anymore, which is fine, but I should have made these videos 5 years ago to help you guys searching for a container. So back to that is, yeah, if you're looking for a container, call me. I can help you skip out these companies. I can point you in the right direction with where to buy them so you don't have to buy from these bad companies. And then, I just tell people the truth. And if you see my previous video, the truth over the phone doesn't work anymore. And I'm really, really sick and tired of it. That's why I've been making these videos, to expose with what's going on in this industry. It's not regulated. There's not industry standards. There might be industry standards in the shipping lines with what they do, but not with us broker companies. And everybody that sells containers in America is a broker. They're on just a different level. We always buy at a cost and we sell with a profit. That's how business is. So anyways, guys, I want to keep this short and sweet about false warranties. And when you have a company that says they have a warranty, do yourself a favor. Don't place an order. Google that company. Do all the research you can and read that they don't honor their warranties, and you will read nightmare horror stories of what these container companies are doing to you guys. And then it's up to you whether you want to give them your business or give somebody else your business. That's what America's about. You don't have to buy from a specific company. In fact, it's it is what it is. But that's why I'm making these videos. I hope they're helping you guys, and I will continue to make them. And yeah, now I need to break down like little short videos of what's going on too. So anyways, guys, stay safe. Sunday the 18th of May. Have a great one. Bye.